Mom, I'm cold. If you're cold, put a jumper on. Mom, I'm hungry. If you're hungry, eat something. Mom, I'm tired. If you're tired, don't stay up so late. Mom, I'm bored. Oh, if you're bored, go and clean your bedroom. Every problem has a solution, but sometimes you need someone to help you find it. In today's lesson, we're going to be talking about how to give simple advice in English using a particular sentence structure. One sentence you heard in that opening sequence was, if you're hungry, eat something. Now there are two clauses in that sentence. The first clause states the problem, hungry. We start with the word if to show that the sentence is conditional, and next we state the problem using the present simple text. You're hungry. Now, that really is a problem. I am actually hungry right now. In fact, I'm always hungry. So that's your first clause, the conditional if and the present simple tense problem, you're hungry. If you're hungry. We then follow this with a comma to separate the clauses. If you're hungry isn't a sentence on its own because of that conditional, so we have to use a comma and then carry on. The second clause is the solution. Eat something. Now, that is quite vague, but we're just using it as an example to learn the structure. By using the imperative form of the verb, to eat, you're giving an instruction. Eat. It's an instruction that does not have any time constraints. We always start off the second clause with the imperative verb and then continue with any more information. So the advice here is quite simply, if you're hungry, eat something. Oops, sorry to interrupt. This is one of those educational ads. Now during this shout out, I'm going to use the sentence structure that I've just explained. I'll use it a few times and I want you to see how often you hear it. Keep count and I'll give you the answer at the end. Here goes. Today's lesson is sponsored by none other than italki, of course, because it's a fantastic language learning platform that connects students with hundreds of teachers all over the world. So, if you're looking for private language lessons, check out italki. They literally offer lessons in pretty much every language going. So if you want to learn English, Portuguese, Arabic, Swahili, go to italki. If you are quite busy and have little time to commit to regular lessons, choose italki. As the learning is online and you simply book your lessons as you go, it's really convenient for those with a hectic lifestyle. You learn wherever and whenever suits you. Now, one of the great features of this platform is that there is a range of price options. So if you're on a tight budget, head to italki. This is particularly true if you're new to the platform, as they give you a number of trial sessions which are really, really cheap. And if you use the link in the description box below, I can give you $10 of free credit once you make your first purchase. If that sounds good to you, you know what to do. Hit that link below. Okay, how many times did I use that problem-solving sentence structure? The answer is 6. Did you get it right? Let me know. Okay, on with the lesson. Right, let's go for something a little more complicated. If you find learning difficult, find a way that works for you. If there are no more apples, buy pears. If the shop is closed, go to another one. I'd like you to take a moment to think of a problem that you've encountered this week, and I'd like you to write down the problem and the solution in the comments now. I'll give you a moment to do that. If you can just press the pause button. Okay, fantastic. Sometimes The answer to a problem is not to do something, but to stop doing something or to avoid doing something. In that case, we put don't in front of the verb in the second clause. For example, my science grades are bad. If your grades are bad, don't skip class. This pizza's horrible. I hate cheese. If you don't like cheese, don't order it at a restaurant. My arm hurts when I play tennis. If it hurts, don't play tennis. Even though we have the negative don't in front of the verb, we still always use the present simple tense. You might hear these sentences with the two clauses switched around. They mean exactly the same thing. To use this different structure, simply remove the comma and then swap the clauses. So, if you're hungry, eat something becomes eat something if you're hungry. If your grades are bad, don't skip class becomes don't skip class if your grades are bad. If it hurts, don't play tennis becomes don't play tennis if it hurts. Now I'm going to test you. I'm going to say a solution to a problem and I'd like you to answer with what the problem could be in a full sentence. Let's do a couple of practice questions first. Number 1, the first solution. Use an umbrella. The correct answer is, if it rains, use an umbrella. Or you could say it the other way around. Use an umbrella if it rains. The next question. Solution being, drink some water. The correct answer is, if you're thirsty, drink some water. Or the other way around, drink some water if you're thirsty. As some of you might have noticed, often the same solution could work for more than one problem. So you might have written something else that is correct, but that doesn't match my answer, and that's okay. Now for today's quiz, we're going to try something different. I'm going to give you 3 solutions and I'd like you to write full sentences with the solutions and a problem that suits each solution in the comments. I will correct any mistakes and I want you to be as creative as possible. So, number 1, buy another one. So that's your solution, buy another one. So I want you to write that down with the problem. Number 2, the solution, tell her. Tell her. Number 3, throw it away. Throw it away. Okay, so there's your 3 solutions. We have buy another one, tell her, and throw it away. And I'm looking forward to reading all of your creative answers in the comments section. After you've done that, don't forget to come and follow me on my social media platforms. Otherwise, I'll see you in another lesson.